Hello there, and a warm welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Maria, and I am the owner and founder of the New Mummy Company here in Oakville, Ontario, Canada. I've been working with moms for 20 years, and today I'm going to talk to you about what your baby wants you to know. If that sounds a little intriguing, then pull up a chair, get cozy, sit down, and I'm going to tell you in a very quick video how and what your baby needs you to know. So if you're a first-time parent, or if you recently had a baby and you're a little confused about the signs and the signals that your baby's giving you, or if you're about to have a baby and you're thinking, how will my baby communicate? Does it just cry when it's unhappy? Then get cozy and sit down. So first of all, the one thing I want to tell you is that your baby is going to love to be held. They've been in your tummy, being kept warm and cozy and secure and held for 9 months. And so that's something that doesn't leave them when they come to the outside world. They are going to want to be held. They're going to need to be held. So do yourself a favor and don't try to fight that instinct. Don't try to fight the fact that, oh, I'll spoil my baby. Hold your baby and comfort your baby as much as you want to, and as much as your baby tells you that they need to be held. This can be simply holding your baby, or it can be by wearing your baby. So whether that is a soft wrap or using one of the wrap slings so that you can hold your baby, keep them secure, but you're still hands-free to be able to get around the house, because ultimately you will need to go to the washroom, you'll need to make yourself something to eat, there's going to be chores that will eventually need to be done. So baby is going to want to be held. I think that's the most important thing that you need to know, and that is okay. You cannot spoil your baby. Yes, there are lots of conversations about my baby won't go down, and that's very normal. Those are babies that we consider 4th trimester babies. They just need that little bit of extra TLC, and that's okay. If you have one of those babies, just try to enjoy those moments. Maybe get some help with other household chores or other children so that you can focus on the baby. The next thing I want to tell you is that yes, your baby will cry. That is how your baby is going to communicate with you. Babies will typically not smile for about 6 weeks, but they learn to smile by you smiling at them. So try and smile to your baby every day, as many times a day as you can, because it is something they will learn to do by being smiled at. But ultimately, your baby is going to cry when they have gas pains, when they are feeling tired, when they're overstimulated, when they're hungry, when they're sad. They might have a piece of fluff that's tickling between their toes that's getting annoying. Babies will cry because that's how they communicate. But over a period of time, if you're observant to your baby's schedule that inadvertently will appear, and you become aware of their cues, then you can listen to what your baby is trying to tell you. Overstimulation is one that very often gets missed. Baby is not giving you the signals that you would imagine for tiredness, so that they're not closing their eyes anymore. So just make sure that you watch the windows of what your baby is typically capable of doing and try not to go beyond that. So typically, babies can be awake from anything from 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes up to an hour before they need to nap. And while that may seem very short, there is no advantage to stretching that out, because it will not make your baby sleep longer. And in fact, it makes your baby overstimulated and overtired, which can make it much harder for them to go to sleep in the first place. So listen to your baby's cries, observe them, try and understand what they mean, but know that they're not always just crying because they're hungry. There can be many reasons. So a process of elimination is definitely the way to go, but be careful on the overstimulation, because it can be a really easy thing to get into without understanding that your baby cannot really be awake for more than an hour at a time. Your baby is going to like to be swaddled. And yes, if I had $1 for every family that said to me, oh, my baby doesn't like to be swaddled, I'm not sure I agree. I hate to be that brutally honest person, but here I am, I'm going to be. it is my YouTube channel after all. Babies in your tummy have that sensation of being safe and being secure. But once they're on the outside, their hands become like a set of helicopter blades and they're go, 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 go. It's not very relaxing, is it? So if you swaddle your baby, you're going to be able to assist them in settling to sleep. You're going to assist them in staying asleep a little bit longer, and you're going to stop the wake-ups from happening from that startle or Moro reflex that they are born with. Now that startle reflex is going to be there for a little while, and so it's normal to have your baby swaddled up until that startle reflex starts to go, coming up to 3 months, or when your baby starts to roll or crawl or do any sort of movement. So before your baby can roll over, you do need to get rid of the swaddle. But if we're talking about very young and very early babies here, it is definitely advisable for everybody to be able to get a little bit more sleep to swaddle them. Now, if you're thinking, oh great, she's saying swaddle, how do I swaddle? We have a video on swaddling, so go check that out and that will give you all you need to know. It is one of those great misnomers of babies. They don't care whether it's day or night. They don't care whether you're tired. They think just as you're going to sleep, it's time for them to party. Yes, babies have no internal clock. They don't know if it's daytime or nighttime, and quite frankly, they don't care. So get used to the fact that your baby's not going to have a circadian rhythm, so in terms of an internal clock, until they reach 3 months. But you can help them to understand the difference between day and night by making daytime lots of activity, fun, and stimulation, but bearing in mind not too much stimulation, and then trying to keep night times as dark and as quiet and quite frankly as boring as you can. And that way then baby will soon get the message and get the picture. So that means turning off the TV at night, even if your baby is up for a period of time at night. If you have to, maybe put a set of headphones in and listen to a podcast to try and keep you entertained while you're trying to keep your baby from being overly entertained at 3 a.m. But it will get better. And again, if you need some help, tell your partner, tell your family, or get some external help from a night nanny or a doula to be able to give you some support so that you can get that rest, especially if you have that 3 a.m. party animal of a baby. And finally, your baby needs you. You are the sole source of security for your baby, not just nourishment if you're feeding or if you're breastfeeding. This is what your baby needs more than anything, is just you. Time with you, and they understand and know and recognize your voice because they've been listening to it for many months, and so they're very tuned into your voice. So listening to your voice is exactly what they want to hear. Seeing your face is exactly what they want to see, and like I said, you can teach them to smile just by smiling at them. And more than anything, Mama, I want you to trust your gut. I want you to know that you, more than anybody else on this earth, knows your baby better. No doctor, nobody knows your baby better than you do. So listen to your gut, listen to your instincts, and make sure that if you are not happy with something in terms of your baby's well-being or your baby's health, that you seek out the appropriate help and support, because believe me, almost every single time you have a hunch that there's something not quite right, it's going to be true. It doesn't mean that you can't get things double checked if you're not sure, but if you have a real hunch, you know that there's something not quite right. So just remember, you are doing a perfect job for your baby. And I know the reason you've stayed to listen to all of this is because you are trying to be the best mom that you can. So good job, well done, keep going. Go give your baby a big cuddle, have a bit of skin to skin, have some eye contact, and just enjoy those precious moments with your little one. They grow up so fast. Before you know it, you'll be packing them off to college. As the saying goes, the days are long, but the years are short, and they do grow up super fast. The support is there, the education is there. If you need anything, please reach out and let us know. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If there is anything that you want to comment on today's video, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you. And in the meantime, I wish you all the best. I hope that you can enjoy some snuggle times with your baby, and I hope that you have a great day. We'll be back next Thursday, 11:15 a.m. with another YouTube video for you. And until then, have a great day, have a great week, and you take care. Bye-bye.